Students, in the last video, I taught you radicals, that is, in a compound, which are the cations and anions. So I hope all of you must have written this, that is in the table. Okay, the base are given, acids are given, the cations and the anions. Only some of you have sent me, others have not sent. So write it and send. Then I taught you which are the acidic radicals and which are the basic radicals. So, and one more was there, that is, classify the following radicals into two types. While doing this, you were going to use a criterion other than the criteria which is given above. That is, you can differentiate it into simple radicals and composite radicals, isn't it? Yes, that is, a few couple of students have sent me this also, but not many of them. So you should, that is, you have to try this and write it in your notebook and send it to me. Now the next one is chemical formulae of compounds. The characteristics of a compound formed by ionic bond is that its molecule has two parts. These are a cation and an anion, that is a basic radical and an acidic radical. So we studied this, isn't it? That the compound which is formed by ionic bonds, okay, the molecules are having two parts, that is the cation and the anion, basic radical and an acidic radical. So you have seen which are the basic radicals and which are the acidic radicals, and these two parts, they are oppositely charged. One is the cation and the other one is the anion. So the force of attraction between them constitutes the ionic bond. So that is the attraction, there are two types of bond. One is the ionic bond and the other one is the covalent bond. So the force of attraction between this between these molecules, they constitute the ionic bond. The name of an ionic bond has two words. The first word is the name of the cation and the second is the name of the anion. For example, you have seen sodium chloride. So Na plus, that is Na, sodium is the cation and chloride is the anion. So for example, while writing the formula, okay, so sodium chloride example is only given to you. So let us see. For example, while writing the formula of a compound such as sodium chloride, the symbol of the cation is written on the left and adjoined to it on the right is the symbol of the anion, isn't it? So, sodium sodium chloride, this sodium is the cation and chlorine is the anion. So the first part is the cation and the second part is the anion. That is, the cation is written on the left side and the anion is written on the right side. The charges are not shown through the number of the ions is the charges are not shown though the number of the ions is written as a subscript on the right side of the symbol of the ion. This number is obtained easily by the method of cross multiplication of the valencies. So you know how to write the formula of a compound, isn't it? The charges, okay, they are not shown, though yes, the number of the ions is written. The number of the ions is written, but the number of charges, they are not shown. So see, this number is obtained easily by the method of cross multiplication of the valencies. The steps for writing a chemical formula are shown on the next page. Okay, so how to write the chemical formula? Now let us study about it. See, using ICT to study measurement of matter further and for additional information, visit the websites given alongside. So you can visit some of the websites are given to you for your better understanding. See www.organic.chemistry.org, www.masterorganicchemistry.com and www.rsc.org.learnchemistry. Okay, you can go through this website for your further information. Prepare a spreadsheet showing the atomic mass of elements, molecular masses, electronic configuration and valencies. Now, how to write the chemical formulae of compounds? Let us see this. Okay, it's very easy. So, 4 steps are given to you. So, you can go through the steps. I will tell you, I will explain to you. To write the symbols of the radicals, okay, basic radical on the left. So that is the basic radical is written on the left side and acidic radical is written on the right side. So sodium sulfate, okay. See, so first step, what you're going to do, you're going to write the basic radical on the left, okay, and the acidic radical you're going to write on the right, okay. Now see, to write the valency below the respective radical. So what is the next step you're going to do? You are going to write the valencies of the respective radical just below it. Now sodium, you know, the valency is 1 and sulfate valency is 2. So then what you are going to do is to cross multiply as shown by the arrows of the number of the radicals. So for sodium you are going to write 2 and for sulfate you will write 1. So cross multiplication. So okay, so for sodium, see, you're going to write 2 and for sulfate you're going to write 1. Now step 4, to write down the chemical formula of the compound. So you know, you have seen here sodium sulfate, okay, sodium valency is 1, sulfate valency, okay, is 2. So you are going to cross multiply it. So for sodium you are going to write 2 and for sulfate you are going to write 1. So it is Na2, okay, Na2 and for sulfate SO4 1. Now see, in order to write the chemical formulae of compounds, it is necessary to know the valency of the various radicals. So if you want to write the chemical formulae of the compounds, you have to know the valency, okay, of the various radicals. The names and symbols along with the charge of the common radicals are given in the chart below. So the names also are given and symbols also are given with the charge of the common radicals. Now this table, it is very important because in 10th and in further classes also you will need this. Now see, hydrogen, sodium, potassium, silver, cuprous, mercurous, cupric, copper, magnesium, calcium, nickel, all this are basic radicals. Okay, yes, the symbols are given H, Na, K. Okay, so respective, that is the elements hydrogen, sodium, potassium, that is given to you, and the valencies, the charges are given to you, the names and symbols along with the charge. So the charge is given to you, hydrogen is 1 plus, sodium plus, potassium plus, silver plus, cuprous plus, then mercurous is plus. Now see, cupric, that is 2 plus, magnesium is 2 plus. So all this 2 represents the valency, and plus is telling you that all this are cation ions. Now you can see aluminum is 3 plus, so 3 is the valency, chromium 3 plus, ferric 3 plus, Au that is the gold 3 plus, Sn 4 plus that is tannic, ammonia is plus. So 1 is the valency of ammonia. Now acidic radicals are given to you: hydride, fluoride, chloride, bromide, iodide. You know, all these are halides. So the valency is 1, oxide and sulfide is 2, nitride, hydroxide, nitride is 3, then hydroxide, nitrate and nitride, it is 1. Permanganate is given, chlorate, bromate, iodate, carbonate, sulfate, sulfite, chromate, dichromate and phosphate. So this table is important to you. You have to know these are the basic and ionic radicals are given to you. Names and symbols along with the charge is given. So if you know, you can refer this chart so that you can write any chemical formula of the compound. Now see, use your brain power. Now by knowing the above chart, this will be easier for you to write. Use, and it's interesting also. See, using the chart of ions, radicals and the cross multiplication method, write the chemical formulae of the following compounds. Calcium carbonate. Okay, so we will try first calcium carbonate. See, calcium, you can see it is 2 plus calcium. Okay, see, calcium is the basic radical, it is 2. Okay, then calcium carbonate, so CO3, that is 2 minus. So this is the acidic radical carbonate. Now see, you are going to write the formula of calcium carbonate. Now remember, for calcium it is 2, for carbonate it is 2. Okay, so both this are going to get cancelled. So the formula will be CaCO3. This is calcium carbonate. Now just like this, we will see one more, sodium bicarbonate. Okay, now say sodium, you can see Na plus. Na plus, it is a basic radical. Okay, cation, plus means 1 is the valency. Now bicarbonate, we will see. Let us see. Yes, it's down, HCO3. So HCO3 minus. So again bicarbonate valency is also 1. So see, Na valency is 1, HCO3. So again valency of hydrocarbonate, okay, is also 1. So you know, again cross multiplication. So the valency is 1 only. It is NaHCO3. This is sodium bicarbonate. Now the next one, silver chloride. So see, silver Ag plus one, chloride is also 1. So cross multiplication, that is AgCl, silver chloride. Okay, the next one, potassium nitrate, we'll see. Okay, potassium nitrate, potassium is 1, okay, and nitrate is NO3, again that is also 1. So see, potassium nitrate, both are 1 1, so it is KNO3. We will see ammonium phosphate. Now see ammonia okay, ammonium sulfate. Now see NH4 plus, again you can see the valency is 1, okay, so NH4 1 and ammonium phosphate, that is PO4, so that is also 1, you can see over here. So NH4, that is 1, and phosphate, that is PO4, is 3. So this 3 is going to go to this NH4 and PO4 will take up 1. So it's going to be NH4 thrice PO4 . See, magnesium oxide is Mg, that is 2, and oxide is also 2. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. It will be MgO. Now see, okay, silver chloride we will see. Okay, silver, you can see it is 1, and chlorine also, chloride is also 1. So AgCl. Then magnesium oxide, okay, magnesium is 2. See, magnesium is 2 and oxide is also 2. So here also it's going to get cancelled. So it will be MgO. Calcium hydroxide. Okay. See, calcium. Let us see. Calcium. See, calcium is 2. Calcium is 2 and oxide is also 2. Okay, yes, so 2 and 2 will get cancelled. It is CaO. see a small video clip regarding how to write the chemical formulae. Just a small guideline.
Writing chemical formulae. Let us study how to write chemical formulae. For writing the symbols of the two radicals, write the positive radical to the left and negative radical to the right. Write the valency of each radical at the top of the symbol. Divide the valency of each radical by a common factor, if any. Cross the valencies for the two radicals and place the numbers at the lower right side of each radical as a subscript. In case of a compound radical, enclose it in a bracket and place the number outside the bracket. For understanding more about this, let us write the chemical formulae for some radicals. Potassium sulfide. Potassium sulfide is made up of the radicals potassium K and sulfide S. For writing the chemical formulae, first write the symbols of radicals. They are K for potassium and S for sulfide, that is Ks. Write the valency of each radical at the top. K valency 1, S valency 2. Here there is no common factor in valencies, so there is no need to divide them by any number. Cross the valencies. K1 S2 is crossed into K2 S1 or simply K2S. The formula is K2S. Calcium carbonate. The radicals of calcium Ca and carbonate CO3 constitute calcium carbonate. Write the symbols of radicals Ca and CO3. Write valency of each radical at the top. Ca valency 2, CO3 valency 2. Divide the valencies by the common factor. Here, common factor is 2. So, when we divide the valencies by 2, we get Ca valency 1, CO3 valency 1. Then we get CaCO3. The formula is CaCO3. Aluminium sulfate. In aluminium sulfate, the radicals are aluminium Al and sulfate SO4. For making the chemical formula, write the symbols of radicals Al and SO4. Write valency of each radical at the top. Al valency 3, SO4 valency 2. Here, there is no common factor in valencies, so there is no need to divide them by any number. Cross the valencies. Al valency 3, SO4 valency 2 is crossed as Al valency 2, SO4 valency 3, that is Al2 SO4 thrice. The formula is Al2 SO4 thrice.
So, I have completed this chapter, that is measurement of matter. Okay, now I'm sure you must have understood this. Any doubts, again message me on my number, and you're going to see this videos again and again. Solve the exercise given below. Any doubts while solving the exercise, you can call me so that I will clear your doubts.